Hello everyone, this is Munib and I'm from the team Alpha and we have built Aegis Operations. It is basically an intelligent hospital management system, not just a dashboard, but it uses AI to recommend and make the hospital operations smooth. So, what actually is the problem statement? In hospitals, where there are different critical cases and resources allocation is a very hectic task. So, we have built a system that, on the basis of severity of the patient, you can diagnose and you can let the hospital staff know that where this patient has to refer to. So it will automate all the system that how many beds an hospital has, how many ICUs he has, how many doctors there are available. And on the basis of that, when the patient comes, we take the initial screening of that and then send that screening to the AI. And on the basis of AI recommendation, we get to know that this patient has which severity and where he should go. So the basic process starts with the patient intake, right? Whenever the patient comes, we enter his demographics, what is his name, age, and heart rate, and BP, and oxygen level, temperature, and all these things. Either it is unconscious, either it is confused, or whatever. And the arrival type, which is one of the following, that either it is walk-in ambulance, either he came in ambulance or transfer, so that we can know that which case is severe, right? So we enter the main problems, we enter the other systems, and then we register the patient in our system. And while this information is entered, our system assign a priority level based from P1 to P4 and the urgency score that is 0 to 100, that either he is coming from ambulance, either the patient critical, as much as the patient is critical, the higher the score urgency it gets and the priority level. And we initially assign these things in the database, and then we will use AI to recommend that whether which resource to use, which bed to use, which doctor it should recommend to, and what are the resources we have. And also it will tell us that how much will be the wait time. After I will enter the patient is registered in our database. There can be a multiple patients, and we can just simply import all that data of the patient into our system as well. Whenever a patient is added, he gets assigned a priority, he get assigned a number, and he get assigned the status, right? Like we have added the data in the database. This is live data. Actually, this is we have added the data, seed the data into the database, and it is coming from that. So this patient was given the priority, but since the hospital had no resources, he has been waiting since 1 hour 15 minutes, and his status is overdue. And we can assign it to the doctor. And similarly, those patients who have been assigned, it is given here that assign and the doctor name to which he has been assigned. Okay, so whenever a new patient is added, we can view his whole demographics, that whatever he has been added. And I have already generated the AI recommendation. The AI recommendation is this, and we can I have just created the recommendation 1 hour ago, and we can see that what the recommendation the user, the AI has given to us. So this is the patient ID, and this is the recommendation given by AI. AI diagnosis recommended unit. Okay, so whatever the units the hospital will have, it will recommend it to that. It will recommend the bed that the hospital will have, and it will recommend the hospital staff that which doctor is free, which doctor is has workload less, and this patient is critical, and this should be sent to this doctor. This all is based coming from the AI, right? And the AI confidence is also calculated, that how much confidence he has upon his result that he has given. He gives the clinical reasoning that what he has, and he gives that no ICU is available, and it also gives that if the recommendation he has given is not working, then we have the alternate plan as well, that stabilize it in this unit and first in transfer queue, add in transfer queue and whatever you want to do, right? And this gives us the recommendation, but we have the human in the loop for this intelligence system. Like this will not automatically assign. This will allow the human that either he want to allocate or he want to reject it. So he goes to allocation now. Now this plan has been allocated, right? And the doctor has been assigned, Dr. Fatma, and he has gone to that patient. Okay, so we have this dashboard where we can see the current load of the system, active patients, one critical, five waiting, what is the average wait time for the patients to get to their doctors, the bed occupancy, how many beds we have and how many are occupied, hospital status, that how many ICUs are covered, and everything are there so that we can take the informed decision. One thing is here that we can use the AI briefing as well. Based on every hour data, we can generate a executive briefing to know that what is the current status of our hospital, that how many ICUs we have left, so that we know that how much intake of the patients we can get. Based on this, we can in the future implement the plan that we can transfer this patient to the nearby hospital, which hospitals are cleared, which has which medical faculty, and we can transfer that patient to there. Okay, one of the interesting features here is that you can predict the situations that come in the future. For example, let's say we have the live capacity with this. We say that incoming critical P1 patient can be 2, incoming urgent can be 2, and we can run the simulation and we can see that what will be the result. In the next 30 minutes, 2 P1 arrival, risk level is medium. So it projects us that this will be the wait time and this will be the projected average wait time, and doctor load is going to increase by this time. It also tells us that bottlenecks that you can face upon your this data that you have provided, this can be the bottlenecks, and also it recommends you that these can be the recommended actions that you can take. So this is the one of the steps that we have performed by AI simulation to predict that how much load in the future can come, so that the hospital can take informed decision. We have resource overview here, that ICU beds we have this, ER beds this, doctors this, and we can manage this in our resources tab. Okay, so we can add we have this resources tab, right? We can add this as well as import the data, how much, if there is some new word that is created, new room is created, that everything can be added in our resources. See, this is the doctor and this is occupied. So this everything can be viewed here. Doctors, what is the patient load, what is the load that the doctor can take, and what how many is currently he has. So on the basis of this, we can recommend that this patient can be referred to this doctor. And this is our equipment that we have in the hospital, and we can note that this is already in use, so this cannot be used further, and AI will recommend further that since now it is in use and the patient is critical, now you have to move this patient to this room and use this equipment to make him alive. And this every data is live, that whenever everything changes in the backend, there will be the live updates. And there is one recommendation that is here created for the patient Maria, and no staff has performed any action on it. He can either approve it, he can either reject it, or he can either get the details that whatever the user is taking. And if he feels fine, he can execute the allocation now. He can reject it, he can get the details, and he can approve against every patient. This everything is given by AI, that which bed should be preferred, which unit should be preferred, which doctor is preferred, and how sure is the AI. And other things that we have on the dashboard is the resources overview we have seen. These are the system alerts that high risk waiting, ICU full, doctor overloaded. Whenever a doctor gets overloaded, we have system alert. And we also have the department occupancy, that ICU is filled and it is very in critical stage, and ER is at this stage. This all is calculated from our live system. This is the activity timeline. Whenever something is performed on the hospital command center, it comes in the activity timeline that this time ago this was done. Okay, now we comes to the intelligence part. Our system is intelligent enough that user has to go in nothing. There will be no data that he has to go through. He can just ask the AI that which doctor has the lowest workload. The AI will tell him that this doctor has the lowest workload, and he can also that is ICU capacity near full, and it will answer it according to that. You not let's say you don't have time to go, and you can just come to the AI Copilot, and it will tell you that whatever you are asking about resources, about the doctors, about the equipments, about the rooms, about the bottlenecks. This will explain you everything in the simple words, so you do not have to analyze anything. So it is telling you the major bottlenecks, and it is also telling you that there is one recommendation of the patient that is waiting. Then comes where our simulation engine that we have discussed, that we can predict that what will be happening in the future, that mass casualty event happens, then what will be the projections, what will be the outcomes of that, so the hospital staff can prepare beforehand. So these are analysis based on our live data in the hospital that is occupied and that is happening. We have generated these simulation results from AI, so we can be prepared beforehand of whatever we are going to do. And if the normal road is there, we can recommend run simulation for that, and it tells the recommendation, the risk level is low, and everything about that projection. Then we have analytics, so that we can have one room where we can see the charts and everything that is happening in our hospital. So it tells us how many critical patients we have, how many queues we have been waiting, daily admissions, patient priority index, active staff workload, and wait time each patient has to wait. Then we have the report section where we can generate the reports, and we have the live operating briefing, that what is happening in the platform, and we can also implement the shift report whenever the doctor has to change the shift and everything like that. Shift handover summary and everything like that. So this was about Aegis Smart Hospital Intelligent Management System. So in this way, we can intelligently manage the resources, equipments, staff, and everything that is present in the hospital. And instead of the hassle between the staff that this patient is critical, where should we give, which bed is not occupied, where to do, this everything can be managed by this system, and in the future we can have many alterations in it. So briefing, simulation, AI chatbot, everything is introduced in this application. So that was it.